A common and passionate topic in the Mass Effect community that's being hotly debated right now is how Mass Effect Andromeda will be connected to the next Mass Effect game. I am Bon, and today I am going to chat about a few ways I think BioWare might connect Andromeda to the Mass Effect game currently being made. If you enjoy this video and want more, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos, like this video to help it get noticed, and comment down below with your thoughts or to just help the algorithm. For the too long didn't watch, I think we will work with, interact with, or even investigate the Initiative, the organization that completed the Andromeda mission, in the Milky Way in the post-Reaper War galaxy. If you want to hear my deeper thoughts and reasoning behind this, stick around. We know one thing about the next game for a fact, and that's Mike Gamble, who is leading the next Mass Effect game, has made it clear that Andromeda will play some role in the next game. There's been a few tweets that Mike has responded to implying that Andromeda will have something to do with the next game. This tweet referencing the Godspeed line from the first time the Tempest took off that also appears in the 2020 teaser trailer. Also this tweet with the opening of the teaser featuring both galaxies and then diving into the Milky Way. There's also this tweet that seems to dispel the idea that the next game will be in the Andromeda galaxy, as well as this one almost certainly confirming that we'll be in the Milky Way due to the Dead Reaper confirmation. So the question then comes to how Andromeda will be handled in the next game and how the suggestions by Gamble will play out. There's a few theories ranging from the game still taking place in Andromeda to there being dual storylines where we go back and forth between the galaxies playing in two different time frames with two different sets of characters and two separate stories that could potentially cross paths eventually. My issue is that if you're talking about the 2 games worth of assets, 2 games worth of characters, and so on needing to be created, my guess is that they are going to take a keep it simple, stupid methodology with this next game due to their recent failures resulting in being unable to fully realize their previous visions with Andromeda and Anthem. There's another theory that either the next game is so far in the future that Andromeda people could have traveled back to the Milky Way, or that settlers in Andromeda will have found a way to build a new mass relay using remnant tech found on the planet Meridian that can send them back to the Milky Way almost instantly. My main issue with this idea is that building a mass relay from scratch, especially one that can send objects to an entirely separate galaxy, is unprecedented in the lore as far as we know, and I think that there's a lot of other ways they can go with the story than something this unbelievable. There's also the possibility of Andromeda characters being involved if they make the 600-year return trip, but this could set the game nearly 1200 years in the future after Mass Effect 3, which would make a very tiny window for Liara to be involved, even though she's alive in the teaser, but by this point would be over 1300 years old. To me, that makes it unlikely. So what do I think they'll do to connect Andromeda to the Milky Way in the next game? I think if the organization that was able to secretly and fairly quickly fund and execute the Andromeda mission could survive the Reaper War, they'd certainly be a power player in the post-Reaper universe. Since the Initiative's main goal was to allow the Milky Way species to continue on away from the Reapers, it seems that if they were able to hide and evade devastation by the Reapers, they'd be in a great spot to step into the light in the post-war universe to assist with rebuilding. I expect that we will work with the Initiative, interact with the Initiative, or even potentially investigate the Initiative, including trying to discover who or what their founder is which is a big plot point in the Andromeda side stories. In a previous video, I discussed how there's a human in the background of the teaser trailer that appears to be wearing initiative-style armor like what we saw in Andromeda, despite being with Liara on a planet covered in dead Reapers, which is almost certainly in the Milky Way. I do not believe the human is Ryder for reasons I've previously talked about, and things I mentioned even in this, with it being very unlikely that Andromeda people or species would be back in the Milky Way. This, along with some takes from fans that the ship in the 2021 teaser art resembles the Tempest design, may give us clues that the initiative will play a factor in the Milky Way as the existing species and groups recover, but also try to take advantage of a power vacuum and collect millions of years of tech left behind in the carcasses of fallen Reapers all over the galaxy. To me, this is the best way to allow Andromeda to play a role in the next Mass Effect game without forcing the game to be pushed hundreds of years in the future, and to retain the potential of long-lived crewmates and even shorter-lived crewmates to return from the Mass Effect 3 game if BioWare chooses to do that. Even if they don't involve trilogy characters, I still think that the time shortly after Mass Effect 3 would be incredibly interesting to see how the galaxy is recovering, who is taking charge, and how the events of the third game played out, especially if they canonize the Destroy ending, considering it does end on a cliffhanger. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and please don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts below in the comments, or just comment for the algorithm. You can check out my gaming podcast, The EchoCast, on all podcast platforms including iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, and this YouTube channel. Check out my stream over at twitch.tv/Bondiesel. I am at Bondiesel on Twitter and almost everywhere else on the internet. And that's all I have. So until next time.